My Henselite bowls have helped me achieve my greatest dreams, one of the most special being a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. No matter where I am in the world, my Henselite bowls suit any surface and feel comfortable in the hand.
The Traralgon Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members. Visit us today at the Traralgon Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to BVTV, and here for the Henselite Victoria Open at Traralgon Bowling Club. My name is Josh Thornton. I'm a country manager for Northwest Victoria, and I'm joined in the commentary today by participation coordinator Campbell Hymans. Campbell, you've actually done 3 games now.
I know, this was just more than what I would have expected, but I must be ticking a box, which could have surprised everyone.
I'm going to take your thunder away for a second. You're only ticking boxes because no one else is standing up to the table and doing the job.
Come on now. No, that's not on.
No, look, and we're set up for a 3rd game here today of the ladies' pairs at Sectional Day. So this match means something. I'll go into the players in a second and what they've done so far during the day, where they stand in terms of their sections. We have in one team Vicki Hudson from Heathmont. She's using the white Dreamline XGs, and there is actually 2 sets of white Dreamline XGs in play here on opposite sides. That will make it tricky for those at home. And she's playing against Courtney Bennington, who's using I'd say aqua e-colour Dreamline XG. And their opponents for the day are the 2 ladies in the Stratford uniform, Kirstie White, who's just leading there with the blue Dreamline XGs. Reasonably new. She told me it's her first time on the stream, and she's not a professional, so she didn't ever expect to be on the stream. She's fine. She's obviously brand new, and she'll do great here today. And she's playing with Leonie Flynn. So as it stands, the results from their first 2 games in this section are Courtney and Vicki won their first game 19-10. And then, just doing a refresh here so we get all the right scores. They lost their second game, I know that because Courtney told me, 27-6. Whereas, bear with me, they changed sections on me here on Bowls Link. Kirstie and Leonie won 12-7 in their first game, and then won their second game 17-8. So they're currently sitting on top of the table after 2 games, Campbell. And Courtney and Vicki are 3rd. So what will have to happen for Courtney and Vicki to at least have any chance of winning this section is defeat Kirstie and Leonie by 14 shots.
Yeah, so we've got a good contest. So basically 1 win, they go through. If not, the other team needs results to go their way plus a win. So
correct.
It's mathematically possible, which we like. But all they need to do is win, and they go through. So at least the control is in their hands.
Currently, Courtney and Vicki are probably holding 1 or 2 here. It's probably 1, I reckon. So again, those from home, Leonie's bowls is the Dreamline XG. She's about to bowl now. Hers are, I don't say this rudely, but her white bowl looks a bit dirtier. It's got a fade in it, whereas Vicki's bowl's a bit more polished and white.
It looks distinct from a distance as well. Looks like a polished white.
For those at home watching, you may have seen Courtney before. She has figured on our streams. She was in the mixed pairs of our state coach, Ian Ewing, the other day, but she's also been on plenty of other streams over the years as well at state champions weeks and things like that. So
I think this is tracking, I think, a little bit short, but if it gets past,
it'll count, I reckon. It's the high fives I had earlier, which we love to see.
So it's 2 shots as it stands. And Leonie just coming down to have a look at the head. So what do you reckon they're going to be discussing right now?
How to get shot, for starters.
Well, that is the aim, yes.
Look, obviously they're probably weighing up which hand to play. She's played 2 on her backhand. There's probably not a bad port there on the forehand potentially to go through Courtney's bowls to get to the shot bowl. As one of them's already counting, it probably doesn't matter whether she does hit it or not. That's that versus playing another one on the backhand since she's already played 2 out there. So to me, from this angle, and again, it's always easier to make the statement from the side, I'd probably play forehand. But Leonie is the one out there, and she's going to play 1 backhand. And the fact that they've won 2 games today means they're doing something right.
Something
so far.
right, yes. Looks like it's kind of cut a little bit under.
Speed's pretty good again. Oh. Might have backdoored it. One to Vicki, Hudson and Courtney, Bennington.
There we go. I gave that bit of no chance in the end, but backdoor.
Speed was critical.
Yeah.
Campbell. Nearly called you Callum then. Don't know why.
That would be a first.
And for those watching at home, if you want to check out any other club mates, friends, family, go to the Bowls Victoria Victorian Open website. There is a link there to all the fixtures, the results, and you can track. And we have a number of clubs throughout this area who are obviously hosting the sectional play today. We know they're going to be on the ball, whacking all the scores in and keeping everybody updated as best as we can. So
looks like a relatively short end that they're electing to play.
I didn't notice this until now. Kirstie's a left-hander. They would have just come off the outside greens and talking to the players today and talking to the greenkeeper. The greenkeeper said they had 14 mil. So the grass greens out there are a little slower than normal. And so sometimes there's a reasonable time of adjustment from going from the slower grass green to the nicer carpet pace.
This is tracking quite nicely.
Welcome this afternoon, Val. She's watching and she's cheering for Kirstie and Leonie. So those watching, give us a shout out. Say g'day, ask us a question.
Where is Stratford? It's
in this area.
In this area?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where exactly, I don't know. This is what a phone's good for. I'm just Googling it.
Demographically, I know my places, but Stratford doesn't ring a bell.
So we head further to the east towards Bairnsdale and not far from Sale.
Okay.
51 minutes away.
And that's a terrific bowl. Terrific bowl by Kirstie here. So she's holding at the moment 1 shot.
Welcome, Jeff. Every stream game so far, previous pair game, by far the best. It was definitely a very skillful and close game. We probably had a bit more of a one-sided match in the first game. I still say the first game was not, the score didn't indicate the closeness of the match, but that last game with the 4 younger girls was a fantastic game.
That was a proper battle. Even as you just stated, the first game was really, really strong bowls all around, and then the next game was just exceptional. So hopefully we're in for a hat-trick of good games.
That's what we want. Courtney currently 1 down at the moment. Looking to correct on the last. Looks better speed. Great correction.
That's a great bowl.
So you notice there, right, I spoke to Leonie very quickly during the roll-up. When she lines up as a right-hander, she's got her 2 fingers on her wrist. She said she's a nurse and she's actually checking her pulse.
Her pulse.
Awfully close.
Never heard that one before.
No. New to me as well.
So what happens if the pulse is not normal? Like what?
Well, maybe she's just trying to take a read of how nervous she is, or that type of thing, and she uses that to calm herself down a little bit.
Wow.
Look, as I said, first I've heard of it. It's what she told me. Always something different you learn about this sport or what someone's doing in the sport. It's fantastic. I'm not sure I can even test my pulse with my 2 fingers on my left hand, Campbell, so I'd be stuffed, I reckon. She's just 1 down at this point of time. So I think the shot is, from my perspective, forehand. She can turn a bowl over and get a result. If she can just pass and turn the shot bowl over, and or get a little jack movement, because Kirstie's bowl's about 18 inches behind.
Gonna watch it. The hands right here. There wow. There it goes.
Can't unsee it now, can you?
No. Wonder what other habits other bowlers have around.
There are some really unique deliveries. As you are still newish in a way into this sport,
yeah,
I'll get you to YouTube Ian Taylor and watch his delivery. Because that's a different delivery, I'll give you the tip. But was one of the best in Australia, if not the world, at one stage. So that's 1 to Vicki and Courtney. It's 2-0 after 2.
So it's a good start here from both Hudson and Bennington. This is what they need. They need the win, so important start.
And he started from Kirstie. Shane's told us he wouldn't have enough airtime for his faults. And Mike has joined us again from Aberystwyth, Wales. There's Vicki corrects on her first and has played a very good shot there. Kirstie not far away, just marginally quick. Vicki was telling me she's been live streamed before in the Vic Open in the triples. She was in a semi-final, so she's not new to this.
Got experience on her side.
Yes. From my homework, she's pretty confident she's won some region titles and like that in the Eastern Ranges, where she's based out of Heathmont.
So hopefully she has a a deep run this year.
That'll be the plan.
So Vicki would just be holding the one shot here at the moment. And that's a terrific bowl there by Courtney. And that takes shot bowl.
Leonie probably just about a yard short. Courtney's played another great bowl here. She started well. That'll be 3 shots so far. Leonie be looking just to improve her last by about a yard. All on a speed now. Just that fraction narrow. Weight wasn't far away.
I think Courtney would just put another one in the head now.
I reckon if she can play the shot before Leonie does and trail it herself marginally, hide the shot, hide the jack in particular, and make it harder for Leonie. There's no danger there if she gets up to it with
short.
Gives Leonie a chance. She looks to be firmer. She's got to have that weight to make it hang on.
Oh, what a bowl.
Great bowl. And there we have it. They're on the scoreboard. Get a 1.
It's a good response there. From 3 down to 1 up.
And she played the right weighted bowl. It was a very good bowl. So it's 2-1 after 3 ends. Nothing drastic in length change yet so far. Matt back a little bit further, but Jack's still shortish to medium, probably medium.
Leonie did say to Kirstie, whatever you're comfortable with, that's the length we're going to play.
Good starter from Vicki. Tidbit about Courtney. She's been a This Girl Can ambassador for the last couple of years. through the state government initiative. So she's been out there promoting girls being active and getting onto the bowling green. It's fantastic.
For sure. It looks like there is from today, look how many female rinks there are. So it's a great number of bowlers out here on 4 greens. Oh.
Kirstie's got shot at the moment with her second bowl. She had a good correction. Good afternoon, Stephen. Watching from Warrnambool. Great place, Warrnambool.
Oh, that's a great shot by Vicki there.
David, obviously, I know he's from this area because we spoke yesterday on the stream. He's from Lakes Entrance. He says Leonie will give you a curtsy if she likes your bowls.
So hopefully we see that today then.
Brilliant facility at Traralgon Bowls Club. One of our major host partners of this event. We stream from here in Morwell, and I just think this setup in here, Campbell's fantastic.
It is exceptional. The facilities that they have here, the mezzanine to watch from above.
It's going to be named after who, we don't know yet, but we've already thrown ideas around today. Jimmy said him. Don't think he's got any chance.
He'll be at the bottom of the barrel.
Yep. Won't be Matatobre after his bowling performance last game. Our education and training manager lost his last game.
So they go 1-1.
Yeah.
All I want to know there, who was carrying who to that victory in that first game?
I'm backing Lucas. I won't shy away from that. Both Leonie and Courtney a little awry with their first, but looks to be some improvement here from Leonie. She's just all on her speed now. If she's there, she's definitely got shot. Oh, fell out the other way. Good afternoon, Roger. I would just have to say to you it's good evening because you're watching from Seattle, Washington, home of the Jefferson Park Lawn Bowls Club. Good afternoon, Brendan. Courtney looking reasonably close here. I think she doesn't want to do is... she's turned the right bowl. She's tipped Kirstie's bowl out there and they're holding 2 at the moment.
That was the bowl she had to get out of there, and she did it with no issues there.
Alison, I can tell you how they've been going. Alison's asking how her teammates from Helensville are going, Charmaine and Joanne. So they are in the section of the 2 young girls that were in the game streamed the last game.
Yep.
Livia and Jordan. And both those 2 teams are now 2 wins and 0 losses. So whoever wins that game will win the section. Yep.
So that is a blockbuster game. Can we see that from where we are?
Just watching Leonie's bowl here. She's got good speed. She needed to tip that one over. They're on, actually, we are in the worst spot possible because where Courtney's bowling from, they're on that green just behind there, the grass green, and they're right behind the building part that we can't look out of. Courtney's playing her 3rd bowl here. She's actually played another good bowl. She just floats through. It's 2. Well, Vicky's indicated 2. So the score is now 4-1 after 4 ends. Afternoon, Emma Simmons. Great to have you on board. A Murray Mallee person up my way, Campbell.
Another one.
If you haven't figured out, I know a few people.
You do. You do. Connections are endless.
Emma has been in our stateside the last 12 months, and the ladies stateside, open stateside. Fantastic bowler. Handy starter from Vicki. Be interesting to see which team goes for a different change in tactic. As I said, I'd argue they've both rolled, even though Kirstie and Leonie have only sort of won the one end so far, but the lengths have been similar.
Yeah, you'd think that if they're not winning a few, if they lose the next couple, maybe they'd have to change the distance.
Afternoon, Callum. I hope you're well. We is Courtney's husband joining us on the live stream this afternoon. And afternoon, Michael Rose from Lilydale.
A terrific bowl there again.
Fair bowl here by Kirstie. In the area. We do have right behind us though our very own BV, Communications and Marketing Manager, Mel Allen. We can see her play bowls. We can see the score, we just don't know what side they're on at this present time. If she can see us through here looking at her. Brendan, how many XGs have been using this match? All four of them, mate. All four bowlers are all using Dreamline XGs. Some just different shades and different colours. That was a good leads head so far as Courtney comes down and nearly draws shot straight up. Very close between her and Kirstie's jack-eye bowl on the other side.
Well, Vicki suggested that it was 1 up to Courtney's last bowl. Leonie's running down the...
She's awfully close to sitting out Courtney's bowl, which she has moved it far enough. I reckon it's definitely 1 to Leonie and Kirstie.
Last bowl shot by the looks of it. Or that blue one, light blue one.
The blue one's definitely shot. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
Can Courtney play something similar last? She'd be awfully close again. Marginally narrow. What are you doing here, Brad? I'm just watching what you're doing with the camera. Leonie changing to a backhand. Thanks for the intel, Josh. He's saying that he's 99% sure Kirstie started the same year as he did. So that's 3 years, and she's an absolute killer on a day, and that's regularly. Steve, no, only Vicki is from Heathmont. Courtney, well, she was at Clayton. I actually can't tell you where she is exactly. An afternoon to Yvonne, another Murray Mallee person, Campbell.
Yeah, this is just, it actually seems like no one's working out in that area.
No, well, look, Yvonne is at the great stage of her life where she's retired. She's sitting in the air conditioner in Emerald and watching the bowls, you know.
Beautiful part of the world.
I was just emailing her about something only yesterday, so.
Let's see what Courtney can do with her final bowl.
Yep, and everyone's just jumped on there very quickly and told us that Courtney is still at Clayton, so I was on the radar. She's close. Jack movement. Very unlucky. She got the jack moving back. If she gets it right back, she probably makes 2 or 3, and it just went more to the side.
To the right, yeah.
And look, it was a very good bowl. It's going to be awfully hard for Leonie to make another one, but we'll soon see what happens.
So that one,
she's declared it. Thought there was too much danger. I get what she was saying, because if she happens to play a good bowl and just moves the jack ever so slightly, she could have went 2 or 3 down. So fair call. 1 to Kirstie and Leonie.
And again, they're top in the section, so they do need the shots as well. So if you give away a couple,
well, if they win, it makes no difference what they get. They just need to win.
Correct.
Yep,
so that's why it could be beneficial for them just to take the
one at this stage.
The shot. Yep.
Fair call. 4-2 in favour of Hudson and Bennington, and we've played 5.
I like that she's just taken the one, knows the circumstances potentially.
We will give you some scores across the green throughout the afternoon in its 3rd and final game of the day. On the far rink, we have O'Reilly playing Roffey. They are 3 apiece after 4. We have Rolf playing Holmes, and they are 3-1 after 4. Carroll versus Abraham. Carroll is 3-0 after 2. Bowl there from Vicki. Day versus Robertson. And they are a 3 apiece after 4. And Woods versus Mackenzie. Now they are in the same section. We know Mackenzie won their last game because they beat Courtney and Vicki. And Mackenzie is 5-zip up on Woods. So, in the circumstances of the section, great bowl here by Kirstie. If Mackenzie wins and Leonie and Kirstie lose, they would automatically jump them based off the shots there, and then would also then come down to how much Courtney and Vicki beat them by. But
so, do you reckon by this factor both will be looking at the current live scores as they tick through that we might need to gain more shots, or is it still too early?
A coach would tell you should never look at next door, right? Particularly in the circumstances, but sometimes it's unavoidable. You know, you can't help but see the scores, particularly when you're in a venue like this where the scores are sitting front and centre.
Yep.
I listened to a podcast the other day with Cam Smith. He was on the Howie Games.
Yes, very good podcast.
And he made mention that he looks at the scoreboard when he's around the course, because it might dictate what shots he's going to play, whether he plays an aggressive shot versus a bit more, I guess, conservative
defensive
shot. Yeah, you know, so it's not uncommon for people to look at the scoreboards.
The Howie Games, it is a regular listener to that podcast.
Yeah, fair bowls by all leaders there. within nearly all within a yard, very close. One currently to Vicki and Courtney. Probably happens more scoreboard watching when you're playing pennant, when you've got other rinks that are part of your side, and then you have the overall scoreboard. I'm a big believer that you should play your shot not based on your rink alone, but based on the overall in that circumstance.
We've all gone for a bit of a drinks break at this stage.
Well, it is warm in here.
It is warm.
We're next to the window, and it's probably radiating a little bit of sun heat through the window. It's probably why we're more standing up instead of sitting down at this stage.
For sure. Do you reckon that impacts the speed of the green, or...?
Look, some do, some don't.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I haven't put a bowl down here, so it's hard for me to judge. So Leonie's up here on the backhand. She'll be looking to just get to her own bowls of Kirstie, or just underneath to the wide bowl of Vicki. She's awfully close. And she set that bowl very nice. Probably didn't sit it far enough to make more than one, but it's still one all the same. Great bowl. It's a bit of a Court's face there in terms of how she delivered it. She didn't like it out of the hand. She wasn't that far away, but she knew immediately she was just narrow. You're going to be looking to play something similar. Even a little jack move in herself potentially takes the shot away from Courtney. And she's not far away.
This looks good from Leonie.
It's definitely two. But I'd argue it's wide in the target. So there's chances here for Courtney if she plays a very similar bowl to last, just with a bit better grass.
Based off her last bowl, that would have hit that shot bowl now.
Just about.
Yep.
She's definitely wider.
But pace is, yeah, I think a bit too much. Added a bit too much. Oh.
Well, it changes the head up. They're now three down or three up, depending on what perspective we're looking at. Yes, Kirstie's indicating that she probably needs something behind where the jack's potentially going to go. Thing is, you've got to cover bowls and or the spot, because if Courtney goes harder and kills it,
it's a reset.
The respot would definitely be two, I reckon, to Courtney.
Courtney's two bowls, yeah.
If not one at the very least. You can't cover everything.
So would you reckon you'd go to the tee?
Well, I'm going off what Kirstie indicated. She's trying to get to split sort of the two bowls at about a yard behind and off to the side a little bit.
It's a very good bowl.
Yep. Don't mind that. The only other option was playing the backhand herself and taking the shot away and trying to add another. Well, first opportunity for Kirstie and Leonie to get a number, but Courtney's still got something to say about it. I reckon she's playing more weight. Much firmer. Wide. And it's 3 shots.
Still 3, yeah.
Yep.
3 shots. It's a very good get.
They've hit the lead for the first time in this match. It is now 5-4. And we've played 6 ends.
So it's a good little comeback from losing the first 2 ends. They've got terms on their ground now.
They're going probably marginally longer. Just, there had to be something different. First time they've won a couple ends in a row.
You've got some good music on here today. It's a very good start.
I agree, Campbell. I wasn't far from getting out and busting a move there for half a second.
Thankfully you didn't.
Been known to do it in my day.
Wonder how that went for you.
Even on the bowls green, like you get a good bit of music going while you're playing. Just, you know, little shimmy.
What a bowl by
correction. Yeah, for my Kirstie. Sorry, I jumped in on you there, mate.
No, that's all good.
Spot on, Rob. That is correct. Jenny Miller, bowling next door, is Ange Hackett's mum. I first come across Jenny Miller and Ange Hackett at the state championships there in Bendigo 2 or 3 years ago. Could have been 4 years ago. I played in nearly, I felt like every region event there at one stage. Representing Strzelecki.
It's another great bowl here, but just a little bit short, but
Kind of protects the shot bowl though, finishing on the line. Benny, the question you asked is, what's the situation in this section? If you joined us right from the start, you would know this already. But for those who have joined us later on, I will inform everybody. Kirstie and Leonie are winning this section. They haven't lost a game yet. They've won 2 games. Vicki and Courtney are running third. There's a difference in shots between these two of 26, which means Vicki and Kirstie to win and overtake. Sorry, what did I say? Vicki and Courtney to overtake would have to win by 14 shots to do that. But the other factor is that Jenny Miller and Mackenzie on the rink next door have more shots than Courtney and Vicki. Yeah, so that would come into 2. But again, if Leonie and Kirstie just win, it's over. Vamoose. Hope that was explained well enough. I think it was.
Yeah.
If you don't trust me, get onto Bowls League and check the results page out.
Are we all accurate up there? What section is this one?
I'll tell you now, for those interested, section 10. So it looks like... I was going to say, I reckon at one stage there Courtney was lining up on her backhand. Well, your dad's a good bloke, Benny. Should have made you do a job. You should be doing jobs all day, mate. But we do love having you on the stream, buddy.
Bowl's just got a turn here from Leonie.
Not far away.
We'll finish in a very good position.
Afternoon, Sam. He's watching from Talangata in the mighty Ovens of Murray. Where I'm originally from.
There you go.
Not Talangata, but the Ovens
You
of
that
Murray.
yeah. Do you reckon Courtney's last shot, that bowl's in her way, or do you reckon she'll be able to get around it?
Well, I think she's opting to play a bit firmer, a bit aggressive. Don't mind this.
I think she's wide. I'm loving the pulse touching here. It's crazy. Something so different.
Great bowl here from Leonie. I think she's drawn an... Oh, I was going to say she's drawn another. Great bowl regardless.
Terrific.
Get some good turn from that hand out there. Remember we saw one of Amity Bickley's bowls in the last game turn from out there in for shot.
It has a quick turn quite late. The Amity one was like, no, gave it up, no hope, and then all of a sudden it's a...
I feel like it depends where the jack is, depending on where you get that turn, and that happens sometimes.
Okay.
Yep.
Seems like Courtney's going to try exactly the same shot again.
I reckon she's going to be aggressive. Yep. I like it. Very hard to draw the shot the way the head's based at the moment. Rock one down the middle, give it a chance, see what happens. When you play with weight, you've always got a chance.
Anything can happen for sure.
Yeah. Just going now. Just going to grab the measure. It's one for sure. Benny's got lots of work to do. The 7 lab pups. No, I don't want one, Benny. What was that?
And 2 shots.
2.
For Leonie and Kirstie. That's a very, very positive get there. So their scores will be 7-4.
And we've played 7 ends.
7 ends. So these last 3 ends, they're
gaining some momentum their way.
Momentum for sure.
Sarah, I actually don't know where the knockout for the men's pair has been played tomorrow. That's not my little department. I don't know that off the top of my head. I'd imagine every chance Morwell and or Traralgon will see most of the knockouts as our 2 bigger host venues. I know we're streaming here from Traralgon tomorrow. I actually think I might have a foul somewhere now thinking about it.
So it's a very good start here from Vicki. That's the start that Vicki and Courtney need. Put the pressure on early. Kirstie just responds it's crazy. Her first bowl,
she's nearly put every first bowl nearly a yard past, hasn't she? And then she corrects well.
Comes in really well.
Nothing wrong with that, getting one behind early.
No.
Great bowl, Vicki. Oh,
and
just touches it, but doesn't collect it all the way. It's looking reasonably close, this one too.
Oh, I like this. Oh, this is great leading.
I reckon she's gained more confidence as the game's gone on.
Yep. She's found her length that she was after.
Probably calmed the nerves. I no doubt after talking to her, she had a little bit of nerves.
Well, the fact that we're here in the live stream or the circumstances of their importance of winning?
Both. Great reply from Vicki. Leonie's looking to play backhand, probably just be underneath the last bowl of Vicky's. Get to her own bowls of Kirstie or indoor move with the jack a little bit herself, just drawing. Looking close.
Looking very good. Ah, just terrific. Both leads applaud.
Chances for Courtney though. She just follows that bowl down. She's got chances landing him. She looks to be in the area. Looks to be in the area. Fantastic bowl.
There we go. And 2 shots. That's a great turnaround. That's just the experience and.
Oh, look, it's set up well, and if you played, you know, you still got to execute those. So, and she did that. Fantastic bowl. Leonie's playing a second bowl. She's on the right trajectory here. It's all on a pace. All on a pace. All on a pace. What a great bowl. Toucher and shot. There's been some cracking skippers bowls this end so far. Courtney looks to be in the area too. Chances seeing that last bowl.
Hit it.
Bang! Oh. Great bowl.
Terrific skipping.
2 or 3.
Here we go. It's gone from two up to 1 down to 3 up.
All he only has to do is play a similar bowl to a last, and again make Courtney play another good bowl. Oh, her call was, I don't know about this one. Probably wasn't too wide. Well, it depends. If you wanted to be that quick, it's too wide. If you wanted to play the same way as you did, it was actually a good line. Anyway, let's see if Courtney had another one here. Swing the game back the other way, just in one end. She doesn't like that one. She played two crackers. And it's 3.
3 shots.
So we're all square again. Very even match. They've both won 4 ends apiece. Afternoon, Johnny Foots. Mansfield.
Mansfield?
Yeah. Just done some work on the green. Just tuned to see what's going on. Well, what we got here is a great match so far.
All square.
Handy starter there from Vicki. Vicki and Courtney opting for a much shorter length than this one.
Great start from Kirstie here. The lead's just been putting some really good bowls and starting well.
Lorraine, yes, I will give you a score update in the other rinks. I can only do this green. I really can't tell you what's going on outside because we don't have names on the scoreboards or anything like that. But on the far rink, we have O'Reilly playing Ruffy, and they're both 6 apiece after 8. Next rink, we have Rolf versus Holmes, and they're 8-1 in favour of Rolf after 6. Carol versus Abraham. Carol is 10-3 up after 6. Day versus Robertson. And Day is leading 8-5 after 8. And the rink next door, which is a part of this section, Mackenzie playing Woods, and Mackenzie is 10-1 up after 8. Vicki got shot at the moment. Kirstie not far away though. All 3 bowls within a yard, just behind the head. Courtney, marginally quick there. Again, much shorter end than what we've played for the last 3 or 4 ends.
So it might take him 1 bowl to adapt on the change of length.
Leonie just marginally quick herself, not that far away.
You got 4 catches out the back now.
They do. They're all in what I would call the catching pen. That's one of my terminologies I use.
It's a good little slip cord in there.
Well, that's one way of calling it too.
Just need gully now.
And you reckon you don't know cricket?
Well, I can watch it, but I can't. Played 1 over in my life. 12 no balls.
No wonder you don't play. That's horrific. It's a couple now to Courtney and Vicki.
I think they said he will give you back the registration fee.
How can you bowl 12 no balls?
Look, this could be 10 years ago.
Still.
I was used to the backyard cricket length, and then once we get to the full length at 21 metres, it was bouncing 3 times before he got to the other end.
Well, it's not 21 in cricket.
Oh, what's it in cricket? Well,
22.
Oh, 22. Sorry.
Johnny, I did just literally give that score out, but Mackenzie's leading 10-1 next door after 8. So I know you'd be keen, being that...
This looks very good by Courtney.
Great bowl. It's probably 3 shots. How much of this game swung?
It's
Ebbs and flows.
for sure. It's going up and down in each end, really.
Big bowl here from Leonie. She just needs to back a pace off a bit.
Doesn't like it off the...
Well, she's line's not
she's
bad.
running down now. She's giving it every chance.
Oh. She might have cut one out, maybe. Not saying it has for sure, but...
Very close from just collecting it and pushing it back.
3. I think it was 3. I felt like it was 3.
So yes, it was 3 shots, so 10-7 on 10.
Played 9, playing 10.
Yep. Yep.
No, hang on. What's going on here? Got to have played 9. Ah, see what I've done here. Rightio.
So this is N9. This is N10.
Just got to do a little alteration to the scores, guys. Bingo, we're good. All is not lost. All right. Benny, we're streaming from here tomorrow. Again, Traralgon. I have to wait till Jimmy does all the knockout draws to work out who will be streaming. Great bowl there from Vicki.
Oh, look at that. And a bit of paint for the bowl.
Front noser.
Yeah, very good response there from Kirstie.
That is spot on, Benny. 1 on 1 behind. Doesn't matter what order you do it in. That is correct. Joan, I would assume Ian is playing somewhere at the moment. I know she's down here, but I don't know. She's definitely not at Traralgon, so she's not being live streamed.
Looks like there's a few more spectators outside now.
Look, the weather looks fantastic
It is.
outside.
It's good to see a lot of support. A lot of people have a drink in their hand.
Jenny, every day this event is on, so it concludes on Sunday. We're going to have live streaming on, so it's not stopping on Saturday. We'll be having live streaming throughout the whole entire weekend on Facebook. It's the only place where you find the Vic Open. Leonie goes down to play her first bowl. Courtney played a very good first bowl because she split the two behind of Leonie and Kirstie's. I reckon Leonie's going to try and arrive with foot, 2 foot, 3 foot of weights, just giving it a chance, trying to get a bit of movement on that shot bowl.
So would you say that they want to try and hit the white bowl?
Oh, they're going to try and hit it, but because their bowls are just behind by about a yard, 4 feet. It's behind the white bowl still. See here?
Yep.
You could screw off that one as well too. She's not far away.
Could be on the money.
Not far away.
Here we go.
Little feather over. Oh, not quite.
First part looks good.
She's not far away of nearly adding here. That's a brilliant bowl.
Wowee.
Henselite bowl of the day.
I would say bowl of the day. That was just superb.
Still chances for Leonie. She can, I reckon she'd be a lot more aggressive now. Best results probably getting through her own white one on the line through the both of them. She could actually get the split. Anything behind is good jack movement. Callum, who's that girl? Can't be Courtney. Well, Callum, you said it, and if she finds out you said it, you'll have to deal with it when she gets home, mate.
How good was that?
That was a clinker.
As you said, bowl of the day, I reckon.
Yeah, looking to arrive. She needs to get down, though.
Got turn.
Oh, she probably played the pace that wasn't going to give it much turn. Does it stay on?
Is that good?
Rightio. Gives chances.
That could be important.
Could come into the game. Roger Scott's joined us and replied to Callum saying that he's been holding Courtney back. See, Callum probably can claim fame now that Courtney's using his last name. Maybe that's why the bowl come out. You know, there's plenty of different angles here. I think Courtney be looking for some sort of coverage. I'm not sure you can add a third.
I'll put the headset down if you can draw another one.
Rightio. See what weight Leonie plays with. Definitely won't be short.
Does it look tighter?
Oh, I reckon. Well,
the pace.
It's coming now, but not quick enough. So, another 2 to Vicki and Courtney. Makes the score 12-7 after 10. So I'm going to give you a bit of a virtual update here.
I was just
Campbell.
about to say, I'd love to get a live ladder.
Right, so I can do this in my head.
Okay.
Right, so...
And percentages
No,
in your head?
No. Look, I'm just going to give you the context. If the scores stayed as they are right now, Nicole McKenzie on the rent next door would win the section.
Okay.
Yes.
So how many shots do they...
So Courtney and Vicki would need a few more shots just to even overtake Leonie and Kirstie. I just having a giggle here because Courtney's using the remote like a telephone. It does look like an old 80s cordless phone a little bit.
It would be good to mic up the skips to see what they have to say.
The way that the scores and the margins at the present time, the only way Vicki and Courtney get through is if they get a lot of shots in the next 5 ends and Nicole still wins. Or she needs Nicole's opposition to beat her.
And this was section 16, is that correct?
10, I thought I
10.
said. Bowl here, Vicki. The fact that Nicole is leading her game and she actually has more shots than Kirstie and Leonie means if Kirstie and Leonie lose, Nicole's the obvious winner in this section. And that's with Jenny Miller she's playing with. So there's a lot riding in this game regardless.
Yes, it was the 9-shot difference. That's what it is between second and third at the moment.
Another great bowl here from Vicki. This game has ebbed and flowed. We noted in the first 4 ends, Vicki and Courtney won 3 out of the first 4 ends. Kirstie and Leonie won the next 3 ends. And Vicki and Courtney won the next 3. So there's no doubt that if Kirstie and Leonie can get another shot here somewhere, they can get on their own little run, dictate length, play the length they want to.
So it looks like Courtney's going to be adding another one to the count. If it's ooh.
Close, very close. So what type I learnt in the break between the second and third game, Campbell, you're an umpire.
Yes, correct.
What type of umpire are you?
I am a field umpire, so
Okay.
first year at the VFL.
Very nice. How are you finding it?
Oh, it's good. It's challenging. A lot of travel involved all around Victoria. But so far so good. Round 1 was on the weekend, so
Nice.
out at Highgate Reserve in Craigieburn.
Courtney down here. She looks a little quick again. Unless she's trying to cover all these bowls out here. But I know what Leonie be trying to do. Sort of, I reckon the first result's getting shot. And if she can get shot and then turn the jack around the corner, then that's the bonus. Much better line than the first.
Weight looks good.
It's just going now. Still 2. I reckon Courtney's looking at, if you look at the screen now, there's 3 blue bowls on an angle and another white bowl, which is Leonie's. If Courtney can sort of split the 2 whites, one of Leonie's and one of Vicki's, and come in between there, she'd get in a very good aim. She might even count still. That would be the ideal bowl right now, I reckon. Where's my teleprompter, Brad, so I can actually draw this on the screen, you know, and show everybody what I'm talking about. Just hanging it on our technician, Brad. Reckons we need another computer.
Courtney's walking down with the bowl here.
She's tight. She doesn't want to turn Leonie's over. She's made 3, though.
Well done. It's a good bowl.
And kind of takes the danger away by moving that bowl over twice. Brilliant bowl. Big bowl here from Leonie, because if she doesn't cut it back, that margin's getting out to a margin where it's going to be awfully hard for them to win. Now, the other thing to consider, Leonie and Kirstie only have to draw this game.
I don't think there's going to be any change with this last bowl.
No.
So that should be 3. Oh.
No, they're measuring for 4. There was always closeness from based on where I was looking, but
We're going to go to our prediction again. 4 or 3? I'm going to say 4.
I want it to be 3 in the schemes of keeping the match as close as possible. No bias. I don't care who wins. But I actually think it's 4 too.
Yeah.
Ooh, we might be looking for our umpire. Three. So, score is now 15-7. We've played 11. There's 4 to go. These 3 bowl pairs are 15 ends. Courtney was recently married, and I just saw Leonie grab Courtney's hand and had a good look at the rings. So the game was played in great spirits. Kirstie had the jack on a string there for a period of time during that, and now 3 ends they got back into the game, and Jay, no, the scores aren't being updated next door. If I'm a betting man and I've been playing bowls for a little while now, I'd argue that score might have still kept going the Mackenzie way, and sometimes show a good spirit. They're not not adding the score up just to add further insult or disrespect
for sure
like that. So I don't know that for a fact. I'm just making an assessment from here.
It is important to know what is happening next door for the context of the game. Because Bennington...
Well, probably more so. Well, as I said, we know the context and we know how many shots up and down are all at this point of time. But if Vicki and Courtney win at this point of time, Nicole McKenzie and Jenny Miller are going to win the section based on the scores at this point of time. Vicky's played another great leads end here. Lucas has already chimed in. He can't help himself. His comment was, because he was playing with Maddie Tobre, our education and training manager.
That just can't be right.
Maddie Tobre carried me today. We won 2 games and missed it on the section, boys. We can't have carried you that well, Lucas, if you only won 2 games and you didn't win your section, mate. It's pretty simple.
That is not right. Matt carried. Must be a spelling mistake in that.
Courtney's looking awfully close here.
Another one to the count.
Well, she's probably just looking to beat the blue bowl. She's done with a bit of an angle. Rightio. This is the time of the game. I feel like if Leonie and Kirstie don't win this end, I don't think they can win it from here. That's my prediction.
First part of this looks... It's got a bit too much weight. But the line is terrific there.
Just marginally quick again.
So it could be... It's 4 down. Yeah, they have signalled.
Lee, they've played... they're playing N12 right now. Wasn't far away. So there's 3 ends to go after this match, after this end.
It's the last bowl in the Mackenzie end, so this will be interesting what happens here. Oh.
Courtney's looking quick again. Well, saying that, by doing so, I think she's at another counter. I reckon I saw Kirstie say 5 down. Big bowl. All right. It's on the right line. Now it's on the speed.
Got to talk to it.
Looks quick.
Looks. This could be a fiver.
Five.
Wow.
Now, this changes the context a little bit more, right?
It does. So the Mackenzie and Woods game has been updated, and it's 13-4 on 12.
So it still means that Mackenzie would still win the section at this point of time.
So they need it's got to be about a 5-shot turnaround that they're down by now.
No,
You think it's more?
it's way more.
Okay.
I mean, Courtney and Vicki would nearly overtake Leonie and Kirstie at this point in time, but they wouldn't catch Jenny and Nicole. So Jenny and Nicole, 1 win, 1 loss, and they're plus 16. So another 9 is what they are at the moment would make them plus 25, where Courtney and Vicki are 1 win, 1 loss. No, they're minus 12. So that's...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you think it's pretty much done now?
Look, I just can't see it happening. 3 ends, or even if they got 3 sixes. Let me work this out in my head very quickly. Would take them to plus 31, minus 12. Nah, they still wouldn't catch them.
Wow.
So the only way anything could change is if
Woods.
Jenny and Nicole happen to drop the last 3 ends and lose the game or draw it. Stranger things have happened. Wonder how our very own BV commercial marketing manager's going. The scores are saying 8-9 after 12, awfully close. And the game next door is in the same section. It's saying 10-8 after 12.
Oh, okay, we'll find out now that they just lost the end.
Doesn't mean, because they're updating every 2 ends, doesn't mean we'll get the right idea. You know what you should do?
Forward thinking I am.
You're trying to. Go for a little walk and find out if OJ out there. Have you met Mel's partner, OJ?
I have.
He's out there watching. I've seen him grab a stubby.
I'll find a result.
Find out and give us an update. As Campbell's going to do a little job for me. Bring you back to action here. Looks like Vicky's got 1 or 2 here at the moment. Courtney close, touches Vicky's, made 3. Yeah, only chasing. looking for a bit of jack. Got one of the bowls. Still 2 down. Campbell is approaching me here, so we're going to get an update. Let's go, Campbell. What can you tell us?
So they are winning 11-9.
Yep.
However, for them to progress, they needed to win, which they are doing.
Yep.
But the shots, they needed to win by a bit of a margin.
So they're in trouble.
They're in trouble.
Did you find out anything else while you're out there?
Just said hello to a few people, but that's about it. That was just the game of note that I was on the task to us.
Nah, thank you for that. Courtney and Vicki still holding 2 here. As the last bowl, the end's about to go down from Leanne. She can roll that over. Not quite. 2.
And that's 2 more to the collection.
Oop. Score is now 22-7.
They have just run away with this, haven't they?
They have. They have won 6 ends consecutively, and all of them are multiple. So once they got that end back and dictated the length to the shorter ends, they have taken full ascendancy of this match, and it's been set up by Vicki leading and some great bowls by Courtney. We gave Courtney the bowl of the day with that end where she drew a side hopper where we didn't know how she did, but she did.
That was just a perler.
And Brad just had our little graph up there.
Well, Woods did just win another end. But was it enough? I do like a good story.
Five. Hang on, no.
So just the 1.
1. So 8 the difference there next door of 2 to play. We'll give you a score update across the entire green. Day is playing Robertson. Day is leading 14-6 after 12. Carroll's playing Abraham. Carroll is 11-7 up after 10. Rolf playing Holmes. Rolf is 15-2 up after 10. And O'Reilly's playing Roffey. And O'Reilly's 10-9 up after 12. Good afternoon, Nola, the bowler watching. Nice rhyming one there.
It is. Looks like another really good bowl. The leading's just been really good here.
Vicky's been fantastic.
They produce some good bowls at Heathmont.
They have a number of good bowlers. Olivia Slade in the last game. Carol Protopapis.
Don't say Lucas.
I wasn't going to say
Good.
Lucas. Deliberately was going to leave him out of the equation. Darren Mays, Will Mays. I know they're on the lookout for a coach, I believe. I think I seen on Facebook the other day.
I heard that as well.
Well, the last bloke I'd be appointing would be Lucas.
Wouldn't have been consideration. Do they have a Premier side or just Division 1?
No, Division 1. I don't quote me where they're close to Premier Reserve. I don't know that off the top of my head. No, Jimmy would know that off the top of his head, but they're probably not that far away. They're definitely Divi 1. There's no doubt about that. Yep. And Courtney's come down. Add another. That's 3. Oh, you're in Premier B. That's why the coach is there advertised. Well, while you joined us, Lucas, and obviously got nothing better to do, we get a game in the Premier B side, Lucas.
Gets on the coach's good books.
Now let it bribe him either, Lucas. Leonie. got the wrong side of that bowler Courtney's and slid past. She's probably still 3 down. It's Courtney's worst bowl for a while. She's played really well. Leonie's looking for the jack.
Pick it up. Oh. Tucked it in.
Well, they've got all the back stuff. So if...
Important maybe to cover at the back. They do have 4 out the back.
Well, that's not what I think they're thinking. I think Courtney took a glance over next door. If she has done her homework, she knows the margins. I don't know if she has. She's probably thinking, might as well just go the number, and if something happens next door dramatically, then we might get them. And if that margin keeps decreasing, you just never know. So then again, she's either weighing up covering and making sure she doesn't drop a number, but I think what she's doing is adding another, or trying to add another. She's awfully close. She's just got to beat the blue bowl, which she has. So that's 4. White bowl, sorry. So if she gets that, it would take the margin out to 19. Still would only base her at +7. But that would definitely overtake Leonie and Kirstie. She would have to rely on Jenny Miller and Nicole to drop these last 2 ends. See what Leonie does here. Hasn't gone their way the last 6 ends. She's looking at it. She's looking close.
Here we go.
Oh. She takes 2 out. Probably leaves 2 there. 2. Thank you. As I scream that across the green. So, margin 24-7 is 17.
So is this the final end?
We are playing the last end. I believe Jenny Miller and Nicole are currently holding shot over there. Probably holding 3 or 4 actually, looking at it.
It's definitely 2.
I think we can declare a section winner here.
Yes.
It's 3. I reckon that's 4. 4 it is. So that will mean, regardless of what happens on this end here, Jenny Miller and Nicole McKenzie will win this section.
That's a big win. They would have been up against 3 competitive sides, so they would have had to earn their wins.
Definitely. Great bowl there by Vicki. She has led fantastic this game. Great bowl here by Kirstie. Oh, great second shot.
It's another really good bowl here.
Another good leads bowl by Kirstie. Yes, Faye, Vicki has been super consistent. There's no doubt about that. She's been a catalyst of this victory for them. 6 bowls to go before we complete the day here at Traralgon. Day 5. I got that right, yes. Day 5 of the Victorian Henselite Open, or Henselite Victorian Open, I should say it right. Kirstie's indicating where we'll get shot. I think Leanne had more chances if she arrived and land Kirstie's bowls and potentially poke the white bowl of Vicky's out of the head. Handy bowl by Courtney. Changes the head up a little bit. Makes it harder for Leonie to draw a shot. As I said, I think she'd be better off arriving with some weight now. Just looking to see Leonie's bowl. She's not far away. Depends what type of contact she makes. Pokes Vicki through a bit. Not quite hard enough though. Good bowl. Trying to work out what Courtney's. I guess she's still looking for margin. She may not know the difference in scores, hence why she's going for the margin.
I think she's doing the calculations in her head as we speak.
We can't tell her either. Afternoon, Eric. You've joined us just as we're about to finish the game, but thank you for joining us from South Africa.
South Africa.
So, I think, yeah, Court's trying to play a shot here. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate the kind words.
So this brings up the last bowl of the day from the live stream. Adam,
just fine-tuning a couple of things with the state disability draw. Under 18s are definitely out today. I believe the disabilities will be out Monday. Just a couple of things we've just got to wait on before it goes out. Leonie's looking to arrive here. Let's see what happens here with the last bowl of the day.
And that looks like 2 shots.
2. They won 8 ends on the trot there, Campbell.
That was a really good performance.
The game was all square at 7-all after 8. And they have scored 18 straight shots. So congratulations to Vicki, Hudson and Courtney Bennington for winning that match. Well done to Kirstie and Leonie. I know they won't be happy with that result, but they've had a fantastic day. They've won 2 out of their 3 games. As I said, I believe, based off the results we know already and what was happening next door, that Jenny Miller and Nicole McKenzie will win this section. Thank you, Campbell, for joining me.
No, thank you very much. It's been a great day of bowls and obviously first day on the commentary.
No, it's been great, mate. Thank you, Brad, technician. Thank you to Traralgon, our host club, and thank you to Henselite, major partner of our Victorian Open. See everybody tomorrow. Cheers, guys.
It's time to experience the wonder of Gippsland's West. Amongst the rolling hills of Mount Baw, discover a tranquil green wonderland where spectacular forest waterfalls flow under mountain ash canopies. Explore historic fern-lined townships dotted amongst vast rolling farmlands. Enjoy artisan wineries and providors selling locally grown delights and the best that Baw has to offer. Gippsland, all kinds of wonder.
Anyone thinking about getting a roof, your whole system will change, right down to social bowls and pennant. At a board meeting this week and approved 22 new players. They really have been perfect all the way through this build and they've looked after us really well.